House class, welcome back. Have you been before? And hi, if this is your first time, thanks for stopping by. This is where I do my whip and chat for the week, and basically I just chat about what's been going on in the Withington household this week. I have my candle lit. This is still my lavender, chamomile and vanilla, my calming one. As you can see, there's not a lot of it left because I've been burning this one out a lot lately because it smells divine. So this is lit for you all that might need a bit of prayers, thoughts, a bit of positivity. Know that this is lit for you. So we're going to put it somewhere safe, out the way, and then we're going to work on Gemini for my mermaid channel challenge. Hashtag anything mermaid along, where you can do anything, any craft, whatever you like to do with mermaids. And this is what I chose, and it's my first Mandy Manzano. Never done one of her works before, and it's from Diamond Art Club. And as you can see, it's a 74 by 55. So it's nice and big. And yes, I am a slow bee, but I don't care. But I have done, look, I did that bit yesterday. And all this bit yesterday. I was watching Billy yesterday, his live. And then I went on to Crystal's live, and AP was doing her third tour around Vancouver. So I watched that until it was Betty Buy's time. So I was diamond painting. So this is what I was doing. I've got my Shiny Shazza tray. And as you know, I absolutely love my Shiny Shazza tray. I have got a couple more. But for some reason, I keep going back to this one, even though I dropped it and cracked it. But yeah, but I love my Shiny Shazza, and I've got my big one and my funnel one if I need it to tip stuff back in. I've got my Diamond Art pen, and this one I was very kindly gifted by D. Hull. And then I've got my I Don't Give a Crab, and for Fox's sake, I don't know if you can see them actually. Oh yeah, you can see them. My doodahs. Now I don't know whether you want to come in a bit closer so you can actually see me putting the doodahs down. I'm using the Harbour Freights that I got gifted, because in Britain you can't get Harbour Freights over here. So my advice to anybody that's in Britain who'd like these, I just asked one of my friends in America if they possibly could, and they did, which I thought was very, very kind of them. I've got to keep, I'll warn you now, I will be having to keep checking my phone if it does. I have got it on like very quietly, because my son Joshua is going to be travelling back from Hull today, which is about 4.5 to 5 hours of travelling time. And very nervous because one of his friends drove his car off the road yesterday. Yeah, he was lucky he was all right, but it just makes you think, you know, they're not invincible. These things can happen. And as he's such a long way away from home, I won't rest until he's home. So I said to phone me. So I've sent him some money. So he's got plenty of money for fuel, plenty of money to have something to stop and have a drink. He said, oh Mum, I said, no, I want to make sure you've got enough money. So I know you've got plenty of money for fuel, you've got plenty of money to stop and have a drink and something to eat, so you can rest if you need to. But yeah, he's bringing his tyres home. I know, you're saying, why is he bringing his tyres home? Because he is invested in some alloys, he's told us. So he wants to bring the 4 back that he's taken off, because they're not allowed them up in their room, which is completely fair. And he doesn't want to be leaving them in his car, because if somebody sees them, they're going to break in and want to take them, because they're quite newish tyres. And like he said, if he ever sells his cars, you'll sell the alloys separately and put the old tyres back on. So we've got a shelter port down the side of the house that they can go, because Grant's got some spare tyres for his car that he bought second hand off a car that was being oh, what's the word, not wrecked. Well, they would get wrecked, but they're put in because they, you know, when they've had a scrap, that's it, when they've been scrapped, the car's been scrapped. And sometimes people scrap cars, believe it or not, when there's hardly anything wrong with it, because it's cheaper to scrap it than to get it fixed. And sometimes they've got they've got one on nearly new tyres on, so Grant managed to get some fairly new tyres with the rims and everything for a tenner each. Yeah, so 40 quid for 4 tyres. You pay that more than that just for one. So he's got them down the side, and he has used one. But so he's still got 3. So I said to Josh, bring these other ones home and we'll store them. So he's going to bring them home. So I don't know how long he's staying. It could be till tomorrow or Monday. It could be a week, or it could be going back. I don't know. You know, they don't fill you in, these kids, do you? But I'm hoping he doesn't stay around, because it's been playing on my mind all week. Some of these kids around here that got the cars have been going off to a place called Merthyr, dual carriageways. We've got no dual carriageways around our way, but they've been going down there, and there's drag racing, you know, where 2 cars go up against each other on the dual carriageways, and they all go down to watch it, and then they start filming themselves going at 100 miles an hour with their hands on the steering wheel, and they're filming their speedo. And then one filmed himself going round a roundabout at 100 miles an hour, and then I don't know what it is called. Is it drifting, where they drift the back end round? Yeah. And I know that person was a friend of Joshua's, which I'm not happy about. So I think I'll be giving him not a lecture, but, you know, the mummy talk when he comes home. Because apparently where they were all last weekend, I think it was, a load of them had gone down, his friends, some of his friends included, and watching it. And 2 weeks before, a young lad was killed on the same stretch of dual carriageway, doing the same thing, but lost control. So, you know, I know, you know, kids are kids and teenagers are teenagers, and their brain isn't developed completely, so they realise how dangerous things are, and recklessness doesn't even come into their head, but it doesn't stop you as a mum worrying like mad. So I'm quite glad that he is up in Hull, because it is boring around here. It's a little tiny pokey town, nothing for them to do. So they're all racing on and like ours are like single track, you know, 2-way traffic. There's not enough for one car to go one way and then one car to go the other way. And there's loads of really bad corners, bends, and they're all racing like 60 to 100 miles an hour around these roads around here because they're bored. So I'm glad he's up there, and they can't, if they go over the speed limit, the camera goes click because there's cameras everywhere. So I'm grateful, and he's got more to do up there. You can park the car and they can just take a bus into town and go to the pubs or whatever. Do you know what I mean? So yeah. It's just a different type of worry, isn't it, when they get older? You know, Millie, I'm worried because she's doing the last of her GCSEs assessments. She's only got 4 days left in school, and then she will have left school, and then she'll be going to sixth form in Hereford, which is, as I told you before, about just over an hour away. Well, it'll be about an hour and 15 minutes to where she's got to go. So it's hard to believe. And this year she'll be learning to drive because she'll be 17 in December. And in Wales, you've got to be 17 to learn to drive. So, be another one on the road. It's like, oh no. I don't think I can stick it. Yeah, but poor old Mill with all these assessments. If they're not actually doing the marked assessment that's going to have to be marked, they'd be doing past exam papers every day for every hour that they're in school. That's all they've been doing. So she's been so stressed out, but she suffers from migraines, Millie, and this week she's had a couple, but the one day, oh my God, was she ill, bless her. Oh, she was so poorly. She came home and she was nearly crying because of the pain in her head, and I give her some medication and stuff, and she went and lay down. And when Josh isn't here, she sleeps in Joshua's room, so she's got a bit of privacy. So she'd been in there, but she said by 6 o'clock she would come down crying. She couldn't stick the noise of the traffic because it got like a main road behind our house. Not a major main road, but you know, cars are coming and going in and out of town. And she says, I've never noticed it before, Mum, but I can't stick it. I can't stick it. So I said, well, go in our bed. I said, and then if I come, I said, I'll probably come to bed at 9. I said, I'll go into your bed until you go to sleep. And once you're asleep, I said, I'll come in with you. And Dad will either sleep in here or on the settee. And Grant said, yeah, you know, because he could see how ill she was. Well, as it happened, he was asleep, fast asleep on the settee by 8. So I said, oh, I'll go up now. It's about 8:10 and I'll catch up on in bed, in Millie's bed. She was sort of half and half in our bed. So she said, are you sure? I said, yeah, just stay there now. I said, it's quiet, it's dark, you know, and she was still in quite a bit of pain. And I said, I'll come in, you know, when I'm ready to go to sleep. Well, I fell asleep. I woke up with a dog licking my face as if to say, Mum, what are you doing in here? And then I went into our room and Millie was stretched out in the middle of the bed. So I thought, I'll just leave her here. Grant was snoring. This was about 2 o'clock in the morning. He was snoring on the settee. So I said, come on, dog, we'll go back into Millie's room. So we got back into her bed, me and her, and just cut down and stayed in there. But mind you, by the time she got up in the morning, she said she felt so much better. And I thought yesterday she'd come home. And you can tell that she's not well because she was supposed to meet a friend yesterday as well. The same friend, and she cried off. And she doesn't do that, Mill. So you know when she says, I can't meet you, you know that she really does feel rough. So she come home with a banging head. So I said, right, get the painkillers in. Go and lie down now before it goes any further. But that one, about an hour and a half later, it had gone. She felt a lot better, thank goodness. But I said, I'm afraid you're going to be like me and suffer from migraines. So I said, but she's a bugger as well, see. She doesn't help because she doesn't drink an awful lot. She is getting better to what she used to be, but she needs to drink a lot more. But since she's had these bad migraines, where you know, the ones where you feel sick and you can't stick the noise and the light, and I said she started to drink a little bit more now, so I'm hoping she'll realise the benefits of drinking. Says me, who's realised that she doesn't drink a lot, but I'm getting there as well. We're all learning. But yeah. And we're finally out of, well, sort of lockdown. We can now go, our shops can open, so we can go into shops, non-essential shops, clothes shops, cafes, you can now drink inside, and pubs you can go in and drink inside or have a meal. So yesterday was my first day of meeting 2 of my friends in a cafe and having a drink. Because they've come down here a few times for a coffee since we were allowed to have up to 6 people in your house. So they've been here a couple of times. But that was the first time that we'd gone to a cafe. Oh, it was so nice because nobody was having to make a drink. We could just all order it, sit down and just chat. And it was lovely, absolutely lovely. We just thoroughly enjoyed our little selves, and it set us up because we dropped the kids off at school at 9:15, well, 20 to 9. And then we get together about 9:15 in the morning. And we're only together for about an hour, but it sets you up for the rest of the day. We have a natter, you know, say what's going on and whatever, and have a giggle, and then we go our separate ways, and it's lovely. So it was really nice catching up on that. Do you know what? I had an awful feeling again that I hadn't pressed the start button. It's like, oh. And then today we went to Hereford because the girls desperately need new clothes, as you know, I've said to you before. So that's the first chance we got to go into see some of the shops. We didn't get there very early because we had to do a few errands. So they went in Primark. Millie couldn't find anything she could find things that she liked, but nothing in her size, which was dead annoying. So she did get a bit upset over that. Jessie managed to find a lovely jumper, like a sort of crop top type sweater jumper. Looney Tunes, I think, was on the front of it. Absolutely, she looks gorgeous in. She found a red, like a coat, bomber jacket type coat thing. She'd got a black version, but she'd seen the red version and she liked the red version. So I said, right, because she needed a second coat. Because if they're in school and then they come home and they get wet and then she wants to go back out, she hasn't got anything else to wear, because these coats aren't thick, if you know what I mean. So if it pours down, it will get wet. It's shower proof, that's the word, but not torrential rain proof. Because she doesn't like the thick jacket coats that would be waterproof, because she said they're too bulky, too hot. So I said, right, so she got that. She got a couple of necklaces, because she hasn't really got any necklaces. So she got herself a couple of necklaces. And what, she got herself something else? Oh no, she was looking for some jumpers to wear for school, because they can wear dark blue jumpers at the moment. So she was going to look for that, but she didn't really sure if she liked them or not. And she bought a vest t-shirt, a small thin strapped vest t-shirt to go under stuff, because she hadn't got one of those since she's lost all this weight. So and I say Millie couldn't find it. Millie's got, as I said to you before, Millie has decided, because she's always wore what she thought everybody else wanted her to wear, her friends, and dressed like them or people on the telly or whatever. And we had this discussion and she wanted to wear what she wanted to wear, and I said, well, of course you can. So we got rid of everything that she didn't like. She was in the week, she was altering she had a pair of all-in-one shorts and top. You know, when it's all in one, you have to step into it and thing. And it was like shorts and a sort of vest t-shirt type top part of it. So she took it apart, got the sewing machine out, and made herself a crop top. Well, it just goes down to the belly button. It's not really crop. So she made the crop top, and she's making the shorts into a skirt, into her style. She's clever. I couldn't do it, but she's done it. But she couldn't. She found, as I say, she found a couple of things that she liked today, but not in her size. So I said, right, it's fine. So there's this site called, is it Shine? SHEIN, or is it IEN? I can't remember. But she's had a couple of things off them now, and they've been really good quality and reasonably priced. They take about 3 or 4 weeks to come, but that's fine. I said to her, you know, that's not a problem, is it? So I said, and she's got, like, she had a little tank top and then a little polar neck white thin jumper thing to go underneath it, and it looks amazing, and she likes that style. So I said, well, go in on there now we know that the quality's okay. I said, go on there, because that's where you're finding the things that you like. I said, and have a good good nose round and see what's on there. So she just bought a couple more necklaces and a pair of sunglasses. I did say to Jess to get some, but she couldn't. She said, oh, I can't be bothered today, Mum, trying them on. I said, that's fine. I said, now we're getting a bit of sun, because their sunglasses are a bit kiddie, if you know what I mean. The ones that they did have. And the one pair that was okay was a bit scratched. So I said, it's time to get new ones. And I bought myself new pants, or knickers, as you might say. Because I was desperate for new knickers. So I bought myself 4 pairs of new knickers. Yeah, I know, I splash out. I know. Tell me about it. What did Grant have? I think, did he get anything today? Oh yeah, he bought, excuse me, an Acer, a red maple. He bought one from the garden centre about 6 weeks ago, was it? I can't remember. Something like that, when I bought all my flowers. 25 quid it cost. And it was probably not even 2 foot in height. Yeah, 25 quid. 25. But he likes his Acers. We've got a lot of them. And I mean, we've got really big ones that are probably worth about £500–600. You know, we've got some really beautiful ones. But this red variety he hadn't got and he wanted. So I said, yeah. We've got the money spare, we'll get it. So we got that. Well, it died. Yeah. So we don't know whether the frost got it, because we had a late frost, whether it wasn't very good stock or what, but yeah, it died. I said to him to leave it because I think there's still a little bit of green that it might come back. So I said, just hang fire. But we were walking around the market and one of the stalls was selling vegetables there. Had a few flowers and things there. And he had 3 maples, I think it was. 2 of this red variety and 1 green. The green he'd already got. Guess how much? Go on, guess. A tenner. That was it. So he bought £25 one from the garden centre, which was not even 2 foot high. This one's probably 2.5 foot, and the stems are a lot thicker, a tenner. So I said to him, get it. He said, I said, get it. I said, for a tenner. So he's brought it home and planted it up in a stone trough thing that we've got, and it looks stunning. So we were looking at all the other plants, flowers we bought, and they're doing really well. And then we've got 2 quite big peonies. Well, the one peony, which was like white flower, bits of pink in it last year, we didn't have a flower on it. No idea why. It usually does flower. We only have probably maximum 3 flowers on it. But they're really pretty, aren't they, peonies? And they smell divine. Last year we didn't even have 1. Well, this year we've just looked at it now. We just inspected it because we were moving the plants around a bit. And it's got 5. We think there might be a 6th one coming. So excited. Because they're like that. The flower heads on them are huge, 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 huge things. And I said, oh, let's go and have a look at the yellow one. And last year the yellow one had 5 flowers on it. And they're huge. Beautiful, beautiful pastel yellow. So I was counting the buds. And I could count 11. And I didn't want to disturb all the leaves because I thought it might damage it or something. But I could see 11. So I said, so I don't know whether it's because we've done all the decking and tidied it up and it's a lot brighter and they're not actually stood on soil, they're stood on the decking. So they drain better and whatever. I don't know. But yeah, it's got 11. So I said to Grant, it's going to look so nice out here. Because it was exactly a year today that we were doing our decking. Putting the new decking down. So I said to Grant, and we've got some nice lanterns out there now, so we can put some citronella candles in it. So I said, I'm really looking forward to some. Please let us have some warm weather and some lovely evenings, because I said it's going to be nice. Now we've got the barrel table there as well. I said it's going to be really nice sitting out there. Really, really nice. I said, I just can't wait. Because it's got all these nice flowers out there, nice plants and lovely trees. And the bamboo this year has thickened up as well. We've got massive bamboo at the back. And we nearly lost it years back, about, I don't know, 5-6 years ago. It was -10, -15 for about weeks and weeks and weeks we had it. And usually that one doesn't, is really hardy. But it killed it all off apart from 1 stem. And I think we've got about 8 stems now on it, so it's starting to really bush out and really look nice. I'm not a good gardener. Grant is, I'm not green fingered. But I do enjoy having a go, don't get me wrong, but I'm not very green fingered. You know, plant a few flowers and whatever, but he's grown bonsais and everything, you know. He's picked up a sapling that's been growing on a verge before now of a fern or something. Not fern, pine. Not a Christmas tree pine. I can't remember what type of pine it is. But it's big, huge thing. Leaves on it, pines on it. And he's picked up something that's about, I don't know, a couple of inches tall. And then he's trained it into bonsais. So we've got quite a few bonsais on the back fence. He is clever. And then he sort of, last couple of years, he hasn't really tended to them much the last couple of years. I think it's because the decking looks so bad out there, and I think he lost heart. But now since we've got the decking and the shelf looks tidy out there and we've stoned the back part of it, I think he wants to get back into doing some bonsaiing. So, because they do look nice, to be fair. You know, he trains all the branches off different ways and all that. So I said that would be nice. Oh, somebody's talking about me. Now when your ear goes really, really hot. Right for spite and left for love, is there? So something right for spite. If you hear noises upstairs, that's the girls going in and out of the bedroom upstairs. They're both upstairs. They know I'm filming, but does it stop them from being noisy? Nope. They seem to get noisier. I don't know if anybody else finds that. They press the record button and everybody causes noise then. I need a few of these, so I'll leave them in here. So yeah, so it's been nice today. Sun shining for a change. Yesterday, oh my god, we've had storms this week galore. I mean, I'm sure the winds at one point, this has got up to about 80 miles an hour. There was things flying in the garden. Oh my god, all my recycling bins went flying, and potted big huge pot of small bamboo that went flying, and that, you know, that's probably about 3 foot by 2 foot base on it, and it's probably about, I don't know, 4.5 foot tall. That went flying. Things, and then my gate, and the wind must have rattled the gate so much it undid it, because I think only the one bolt was across, because we have to put 2 bolts across, and I can't put both bolts across when I put the rubbish out in the week, only the one. So it undid the bolt from rattling it, and the wind came howling. The next thing I heard is bloody almighty crash. I went out there and it had pushed both the bikes over, and it pushed Joshua's over, which I must get Grant to fix, and broke the chain. Chain got caught on something, and because the wind had blown it again the second time or whatever, and yeah, so the chain came off, so I had to put all that back together and try and get the door shut against the wind. It was something else, it was, to be fair. Jessie wants to buy some paint this week. She has finally decided what paint she wants. I think she's going to go for grey and a very pale green, and they look absolutely gorgeous together. She's got brilliant taste. So I said after school Monday we'll go and do that, because I said it's better to paint your room before we put the new flooring down. Not that I wanted to spill anything when we were painting it, but if it did get spilt, it wouldn't be so bad. I'm looking for that symbol and I can't find it. No, there it is. So I said we'll go Monday. So I think she's going to do 3 walls in the grey. No, yeah, and 1 in the green, or 3 in the green and 1 in the grey. I'd like to say I can remember, but no, my memory's like terrible this week. So yeah, it's been a strange all week this week. I went to do my tablets on Monday and found that I couldn't find any of my blood pressure tablets. I must have thrown them out, dropped them in the bin by accident, or what, I don't know. And I couldn't get any more, couldn't get through to the doctors, and when I did, they said, well, they didn't really want to give them out because I was due for a prescription at the end of the week, and how did I lose them, and blah 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 blah, and I wasn't in the mood for an argument, so I just hung up. So I went all week without my blood pressure, which probably hasn't been the wisest. I was caught talking to Debbie this week online, and she said, you're all right, you don't seem it. I said, I don't know. I'd taken my blood pressure, and I think the one day it was 170 over 98, but Friday, thank God I did get my tablet, but Friday it was 190 over 100, and then I got it down to 179 over 102. Yeah, and I did feel really, really weird. Thursday I felt really, really ill. I couldn't do I couldn't function properly. It's everything, I just couldn't function. and it's like everything wasn't working and coordinating or anything. And I was supposed to meet some friends that I haven't seen for ages, and I had to cancel on that. And then Friday I didn't feel right, and then my friend Sam said, come to the cafe, you can sit quiet, you won't be doing any jobs or whatever, you pick your tablets up, take them, and we'll go for it, which I did. And it did bring it down then to about 170 over 94, I think. So it will start to go back down a bit. Pulse rate was about 100, I think, what was it at rest, 125. And today it's blood pressure's down to about 156 over, what was it, over 90, I think. So it's going down slowly, but I just find it hard to do stuff. I get breathless easy, which apparently is part and parcel of it. But yeah, so Millie said she's gonna not supervise me to tablets, but she'll just check them over to make sure that they've done them right and that they don't put any in the bin. So yeah, I don't know how I've done it or whatever, I don't know. But yeah, I put a week's worth, went missing somehow, and I really don't know what I did. But as you all know, I don't hide things from anybody. I have had the black dog nipping very, very sharply at my heels the last probably month, and it's been escalating the last 2 weeks. You know, and I'm saying it's okay. You know, little bugger's there, and I know I'm always going to suffer with him. But I just need to get him back on his leash. And I think I'm getting there. I'm trying not to be so hard on myself, because I've lost my mojo for cross stitching since this has happened. As you all know, I couldn't do my peppermint purple sal last week. I just couldn't, and I tried to do it again this week, and the frog keeps visiting, and I get in a fret, and then I get upset, and so I've had to say, nope, just put it aside until you're in a better frame of mind, and then pick it up. So that's why I've been doing a bit more diamond painting, and I've been doing some crocheting, because crocheting's, you know, I don't have to really think of doing these little granny squares. Now I know what I'm doing, so that's quite a lot easier. And because I've now gone self-employed, I have to make these bags, as they say, because if I don't make them, I can't sell them. And I do enjoy doing it, but with everything the way I am, it takes me 3 times as longer to do it, which then gives me less time for doing things like cross stitching or diamond painting, and I haven't coloured for ages, and I wanted to colour because I'm doing that horse for I started that horse for Jeremy's Giddy Up, and I just didn't get any further with that, and you know, but that's fine. And I am enjoying being self-employed, because it does, like I said to Grant, gives me a bit of purpose in life, that I'm doing something and making something. And thanks to you lot, and thank you all, really do big thank you to everyone that has purchased from my shop. I really appreciate you. You'll never know how much. But I said to Grant, you know, that little bit of contribution of money that I can, you know, even if it's just put a bit of electric on the electric meter, or buy us, you know, treat us to a Chinese meal or something, takeaway. It makes me feel nice that I've earned that money, and I can, you know, treat us. So, and to be truthful, I think that's helped me with the black dog, because I had a purpose. I had to, you know, you had to get up, you had to do these things, you had to, even if it took me, you know, I was stopping and starting doing it. It was something I enjoyed doing, and it's something I was doing for a purpose. And yeah, and I'm looking forward to doing it this week, because my Harry Potter fabrics come in, so I can make some more of the houses. And also I've got the Marauder map Harry Potter materials come in, and I've also got a stainless glass Harry Potter theme, which I've not seen before. with the characters and things on. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what they're going to look like made up into bag form. And I've got a couple more different, I think there's 2 more different designs on cover minders that have come in. I thought I'd ordered a load more, but when I look back I didn't actually press the buy button, so I need to go in and sort that out because I can't do it on my phone. I have to do it on the laptop. On AliExpress, don't ask me why, but it gets in a right kerfuffle, my phone does, when I try and do it on the phone, so I might do that after actually. So I need to do them, make them up, which would be nice because there's some nice ones. Grant's chose the 2 new designs, so it's quite nice asking, you know, the girls and Grant to choose. You know, Grant chose the stainless gas fabric for Harry Potter. He was looking on it, he said, oh, look at this one, and of course I hadn't seen it, so I said, oh yeah, we'll get some of that and try it. And it's quite nice involving them all. I think they quite enjoy being involved in it as well. So yes, I'm going to look forward to doing some of that this week. But yeah, but I'm not going to be hard on myself with the cross stitching. You know, I'm just going to pick up things. If I can do it, I'm going to do it. If I can't, I can't. You know, I'm not a robot. I'm not a professional. I'm just a little Welsh girl. You know, just plodding along, doing my cross stitching and my crafts, chatting away to you lovely lot, and showing you what you can do even with disabilities and things. Oh, that was another thing. I've since starting up this self-employment, because I am disabled and my brain doesn't work how it, you know, completely how it should, but hey ho. Business Wales disability person put me in touch with Access to Work, and she said, oh, they'll be able to help you with getting a chair to sit at, you know, when you're sewing and stuff like that, to make it more comfortable for you to be able to work. So I said, oh, I don't know. And she said, no, honestly, she said, you need to apply and they'll get back to you and you explain it. She said, it'd be fine. Was it L? So I applied for it, whatever, explained what I was doing, telling them how I was doing it, what my rough forecast was, blah, blah, blah. They phoned me this week. It probably didn't help my state of mind. She wasn't the nicest lady on the phone. And she said, what was I doing? How was I doing it? Blah, blah, blah. Explained it all. She said, oh yeah, that sounds really, really good, and explained what I wanted, just something similar to a gaming chair that would support my back as I was sitting at the sewing machine, blah blah blah. Yeah. And she said, oh, we need your accounts for the last year. And I said, Access to Work is for the people that have just started, I presumed. She said, well, yeah, sometimes. But she said, we need your accounts for a year. Well, I said, well, when I've started, wouldn't I? I said, it's in your notes. She said, oh, no, you only started in April 6th. I said, yeah, that's why I want Access to Work now. I said, it's no good to me a year down the road. I said, you're supposed to be helping me get back to work. That's why it's called. Yes, but she said, I need proof of what you're earning. I said, well, I've only been starting since April, so I can't. She said, well, I need you to write me a full report on your ingoings, your outgoings, your forecasts, your business plan of how and when and where you're going to get your money from, how and when you're going to sell it, how much you're going to sell each day of each week. Well, I was nearly in tears. So I said, explained to her, I said, look, I said, I suffer from disability. I said, I'm dyslexic. I said, I can't do these forms. I said, this is why I've gone down the road that I've gone down, because I said, I can't do business plans to that extent. I said, I can do basics, but I just can't do it. She said, well, I can't help you then. And I said, you're penalising me. You're supposed to be helping people with disabilities to access work. Yes. I said, but you won't help somebody that's got a disability that their brain can't comprehend doing business plans to that extent. Well, that's not my problem, she said. I need that information, and if you can't give me that information, well, I can't help you. So yeah, I burst into tears and put the phone down. So then I emailed them later on, the disability people, and told them, so they're going to look into it. But I said, you can stick it. I said, I'll buy myself a gaming chair myself. I will earn the money myself, and I will get it myself. But yeah. So I was penalised for not being brainy enough and clever enough to write a proper business plan out that was viable. Do you know what I mean? I said, right, okay. So yeah. Sorry, I have to fill in this case because I can see them there. But yeah, so that doesn't help things. But I said to Grant, look, I said, just, you know, I said, first of all, it was disability telling me because I can craft. They cut my disability because I craft. Took a chunk off me because I'm able to craft. So I said, stuff them. I said, I will try and earn the money myself. And that's what I'm doing. You'd think they'd think, oh, good on her for trying to, you know, to earn a bit of money and to be able to pay the bills themselves. So, you know, we don't ask them for anything. We pay for everything ourselves. We always have done. You know, and the times that you do ask for a little bit of help, no, not having it. Now, if I had a load of money, I was brainy and I could do it all, they'd throw it all at me. You could have the lot, like. Sorry. That's my little gripe for the week. But yeah, but I think 2 fingers to them. We are going to do it. And as I say, with your lovely help, I have so far, which has given me the confidence to carry on doing it. And all the nice words that you've been saying has helped immensely. So thank you. And thank you for the ones that have left the beautiful reviews as well. I do tear up when I read them because I can't believe people have said such nice things about something that I've done. Oh, Lily went to the groomers on a happy note. Oh my God, I laughed. I have laughed and laughed and laughed, poor thing. We took her to the, well, I took her to the groomers, but I didn't want a fur cut as such. I just wanted it tidied up and then just trimmed round her bits, as they say, round her paws, round her neck where it knots, and under her armpits where she gets big knots, but the rest of it not to really touch because she got scalped the last time because she was in a mess. So I said to Sammy, not, and she said, no, I won't. I said, but if you think it needs it, take it off, but if you think it's fine, don't. Well, I shouldn't laugh. Oh my God, I was wetting myself. I went to pick her up an hour and a half later. And she was just a massive fluff ball. Because I picked Millie up from school and I said, right, we're going to go and get Lily. And so I went and picked her up. And she was like, usually she goes to the groomer, comes out, and she's half the size because she's had all the fur taken over, because it does make her look chunky because her fur is so thick. But this time she came out and she looked twice the size of her when she went in. She was like, I called her like a mini chow chow. If anybody knows what a chow chow is, they're big fluff balls on there, and they're massive paws, and they're just like all fluffy and lovely and whatever. Well, that's what she looked like. Millie keeps calling her a fat sea lion, which Lily takes dislike to. She just glares at her. She was just, oh, she smelled divine though. She smelled like baby talc. Oh, it was gorgeous. But she come out, but she was so soft and fluffy. And Sammy was, she said, honestly, she said, I put the dryer off and she just poofed out. Because she doesn't usually like. She said she just completely poofed out. She said, but she looks so cute. I said, she's laughing. I said, oh, look at her. And I brought her home, and Grant, when he came home, he looked, he said, oh my God, she's twice the size. What's happened? I said, she's poofed out. I said, she's all poofy. So it is calming down a bit now. She's been out and it had a bit of drizzle on it today, so it's starting to calm down. I said to Grant, we need to really take her out in the rain, and then I said to take the puffiness out of it, but oh, she looks funny. She's just fluff everywhere and so soft and smells so nice. You just want to cuddle her. You just want to pick her up and constantly cuddle her. But yeah, bless her. And the groomer was good because she didn't charge me as much. She was usually 27 and she only charged me 20 to do her, wash her, just trim the bits, do her nails and her ears. But yeah, she does look funny. I'd still giggle as I look at her now. I call her all poofy and she just looks at me. Millie just keeps calling her the fat sea lion. I said, Millie, she said, I don't know where she gets fat sea lion, because I don't think she looks like a sea lion, but Millie does. Bless her, yeah. So I think, but next time she goes, I think it's the first week in August, but I might actually bring that forward, because I've got a feeling her fur's going to have a bit of a growth spurt. So I might bring that forward to the end of July, a couple of weeks ago. So she can, and then she'll have a proper trim then. But Grant didn't want her fur cut. He likes it when her fur grows. And now it's coming, as she's getting older, she's going back more to the apricot colour. The blondie colour is going more out, and the apricot colour, because she was really apricot when she was tiny. And then she went blonde as her fur grew. And now she's going back apricot colour as she's growing older, which is quite weird, but she does look cute. She's such a loving dog. She hasn't got a bad bone in her body, bless her. She loved it coming to Hereford today, seeing all the other different dogs, and she's good as gold. She stays by your your heels, and she likes you all to be together. If one of you disappears, she panics. She likes you all to be in view so she can protect you. What she's protecting us against, I don't, because she don't growl at anybody. She just likes to keep you all together so she knows you're all safe. One of you disappears, she starts crying. So you'd be in a shop and you'd hear her crying with Grant like. I said, oh, bless her little heart. I said, she loves us. She loves us loads. But we didn't look around a load of clothes shops or anything. We just did a few, and then we were all had enough because it was busy. You could see it was the first proper weekend after the shops had opened out of lockdown. And there's only so much social distancing you can manage when it's really busy. So once I'd had enough, I said, come on, let's go. So what's the time now? It's 6:15. So I need to go to the supermarket and get something for tea. I haven't got a lot in. So I'm going to do that now. So I'll just finish putting these few H's in there. So what are you lot up to this week? Let me know down below in the comments. What have you got planned for the week? What's your weather like? Have you got nice sunny weather, or is it pouring down, stormy? I know some of you had a lot of storms, thunderstorms and stuff. You know, let me know, because I am interested and I like hearing, and I like chatting with you all. You know, it makes my day when I hear a ping and there's a comment, or a ping and somebody's sent me a message or whatever. I know some would say I'm nosy, I say I'm inquisitive. I just like knowing what's going on. So, I think I haven't got a lot else to say. I'm going to say love you and leave you. I'll speak to most of you tomorrow night on my live. So if you're new to my channel on a Sunday, 8 PM Greenwich Mean Time, or summer time, whichever you want to call it, which I think is 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time in America, I do a live on a Sunday, and we do have a giggle. So you're more than welcome. But all my details are down below. Social media, my Patreon, my Etsy shop, everything's down below. Or you can just leave a comment under this video and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. But I'd like to thank each and every one of you for stopping by. It means the world to me that you do stop by and watch my videos and chat along with me and my family. So all that's left for me to say is thank you, look after yourselves, stay safe, take care, and I'll see you all soon. Love you all. Bye.